Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another Pittsburgh Steelers video. And just want to come on here and do some Steelers talk. Obviously, it's been a while. I did a little talk on the Steelers playoff matchup with the Houston Texans, but yeah, that didn't go well. Obviously, but I haven't really done a lot of Steeler videos this past year in 2025, and just want to change that. So next year, I do want to see if I have time to do Steeler videos. I've been super busy lately, but just want to see if I have time. But anyways, just got a lot to talk about on my mind. So yeah, talking about that playoff game. Horrible, man, horrible. Just a typical Mike Tomlin way, losing by double digits. Look, the game was fairly close, obviously. It just Houston wasn't really playing their best football, and Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing his best. We might have seen Aaron Rodgers' last throw, which ended up being a pick six. We saw Houston, man, they were struggling, obviously. And it was ugly. So it was CJ Stroud played horrible. Obviously Aaron Rodgers played horrible. It was like 7-6 going into the second half. And yeah, the Steelers did not score any points in the second half. Houston just bounced back. Aaron Rodgers had like a fumble or whatever, a fumble that led to a Texan player for a touchdown. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's just the same. But finally, thank you, and shout out to the Texans fans. Thank you for beating us, because what do you know? Mike Tomlin is gone, baby. Mike Tomlin is fucking gone. I couldn't believe it. I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. Good lord, man. That fucking bum-ass bitch needed to go. I was excited. I was like, pack your scenes and get the fuck out of Pittsburgh, you bum-ass piece of shit. I was like, holy shit, finally. But the thing is, they're not going to fire Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin stepped down. And after 7 playoff losses, yeah, get your bag and get the fuck out of here. 7 fucking playoff games, man. Get your stuff, get out of here. All this guy cared about was mediocre, whatever, and we live in our fears or whatever. Doesn't give a fuck about the playoff. All he cared about is his non-losing seasons. Obviously, I was pretty excited about that, and I was excited to start fresh. Obviously, I heard that Arthur Rooney, fuck him, by the way. I heard from Arthur Rooney saying that, I was about to, have some faith in this guy, and I heard that, once we get a new head coach, our original coach, like Terrell Austin, Arthur Smith, they all needed to leave, and that's what happened. He said that as soon as we got a head coach, our other coaches would have to find new careers past Weber until they might get kept. Once we get a head coach, it's up to the head coach's decision if we want to keep them. But Arthur Smith, that bum ass, already found a job doing college offensive coordinating, and Terrell Austin, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. But thank God, I was so fucking happy when Mike Tomlin stepped down. Arthur Rooney was never going to fire Mike Tomlin. Apparently, that's not what they do. Like, Mike Tomlin should have been fired a long fucking time ago. Like, holy shit. But that's not what their thing is in Pittsburgh, apparently. But I was so excited until this piece of shit, Arthur Rooney, decided to hire Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy! Are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why? Why? I mean, I wanted fucking Brian Flores, but that was his decision to stay in Minnesota. But man, you couldn't find someone else, man. Mike McCarthy, that fat piece of lard piece of shit. Like, why? Why? You're basically just replacing Mike Tomlin with someone who's like Mike Tomlin. Like, Mike McCarthy was shit when he was... I mean, now Aaron Rodgers is probably going to come back, right? Because these fuckers had a relationship in what was it, Green Bay? And then Mike McCarthy was in Cowboys. What do you know? I did not want Mike McCarthy because he's a choker. He's basically a Mike Tomlin 2.0. Why? Why did you sign Mark McCarthy? You didn't even wait for the other young, talent coaches, whatever. Obviously you didn't. They didn't. They didn't want to fucking wait. They didn't want to fucking wait. Instead, they hired fucking Mike McCarthy. Great. And that's just gonna be another 4 fucking or 6 fucking years of mediocre. Mike McCarthy is not a playoff coach. He's just another Mike Tomlin who only cares about the regular season, whatever, not having a long season. That's just that. What the fuck, man? Mike McCarthy, this is a fucking joke, man. Like, holy shit, man. Now we're fucked. The whole AFC North is a joke now. The Steelers are still a joke. And I got excited. Mike Tomlin, thank God he's gone, but man, the front office never learns. Like, Mike McCarthy, are you kidding me? Like, Jesus Christ, I don't understand, man. We passed on so many coaches that could have been great for us, but no, we decided to. And on top of that, we fucking hired, what was his name? We fucking hired, what was his name? The defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham. Why? His fucking defense coaching, and he was with the Raiders for a good couple years. But man, Patrick Graham, I've seen his history. He sucks. His defense sucked in Las Vegas, whoever. But why? 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 We saw the departure of obviously Danny Smith, who was our special teams coach. That's like the only coach I respected. He was great. He was going to, I think he has a job. I think he's went to Tampa Bay, obviously. So I don't know who our special teams coach is now. But Mike fucking McCarthy. Why? Why, Arthur Rooney? Why? Fucking asshole. Like, I don't want this fucking fat piece of lard in my fucking team. Like, dude. Why? And that just means that just means that Aaron Rodgers is coming back for a fucking another year, right? I don't know. I mean, they had a relationship, but then they had a falling out. But who knows? Just give Will Howard a chance. Give Mason Rudolph a chance. Like, there's not a lot of quarterbacks in the draft that I'm not too excited about. But holy shit, man. I hate this hire. I hate this hire that we picked up Mike McCarthy. That's just my opinion. I know there was a few Steelers fans. No one is a fan of this hire. No one is. And now you're just like hiring like offensive coordinator. We still haven't actually, no, the defensive coordinator we hired, Patrick Graham, who I don't think is going to be that great, but who knows. People were like, oh, that was the Raiders, they were trash, maybe he can do something with the Steelers. I don't know. But we haven't signed an offensive coordinator yet. I swear to God, I don't know if we're just going to upgrade. That's the thing with the Steelers. They like to hire people within the organization, so they might just be on drugs and just like hire someone in the organization and just like promote someone. That's just what I think is going to happen. But Mike McCarthy, he's a choker. I didn't want him. He's a fucking choker. He's a loser. He's a nobody. Well, I don't want to fuck him on my team, but apparently that's going to happen. So that's just another couple years. That's just another fucking 4-6 years maybe that we're not going to win a playoff game with this bum-ass piece of lard, this fat lard. That's just the thing. We're not going to win a playoff game with Mike McCarthy. You never know. We might, but who knows? I mean, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Obviously they had a falling out. Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers had a falling out, and maybe it was Green Bay or Dallas. I don't know. But that's just the thing. And looking at our roster, I feel bad. I'm wearing the jersey, DJ Waltman. I feel bad for him. He's been in the league for how long? 6, 5? I don't even remember. But, man, this guy needs a playoff win. He's on a team that can't do shit. He's on the worst team ever. And I won't be surprised if we request a trade. Like Cam Hayward, he's getting old. He's washed. He might be out the exit door. He might be out. He might be out of here. And I won't blame him. Because Mike Tomlin was a freaking loser. He was a bum ass. And TJ Watt, I wouldn't be surprised. I said this before. There's probably a chance that we might trade DJ Watt during this offseason. Because this guy, I feel for him. He's a great player and all, but I don't blame him requesting for a trade because he's on a team that can't do shit, doesn't give a fuck about the playoff, doesn't give a shit about Super Bowl. That's just the thing. I feel bad for TJ Watt. He hasn't won 7 fucking playoff losses, and you're all, it was all double digits. So that's just the thing. Mike Tomlin is gone, but now it's just going to be on Tomlin 2.0. You basically took Mike Tomlin and changed the color of his fucking skin. That's just what it was. That's what I know, racist, but I mean, that's what I'm just saying. That's what basically what it is. A Steelers fans, Max Sports, he made a video saying that you basically changed the color of the skin. That's just basically what they did. Because they're fucking lazy. They're fucking lazy ass bums in the front office. And they don't want to go after it. They just, because, oh, yeah, well, because they hired Mike McCarthy because he's from Pittsburgh. I mean, what difference does it make, man? I think that, like, when we had Bill Coward, wasn't he from Cleveland or something like that? I don't know. I think it was Chuck Noll. Chuck Noll was from Cleveland and we hired him. It doesn't fucking matter. It's like, yeah, we hired Mike McCarthy because he's fucking Pittsburgh. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Like, holy shit, man. Let's just, so I won't be surprised if DJ Watt wants to trade. I don't be surprised if Cam Waiver calls it quits. I mean, the guy's getting old. You know, look, I love what this team has been doing this year, but it just the coaching, man. That's just thing. You know, DK Metcalf, man, he needs to go to therapy like over the off season. That's just the thing. Look, Jalen Ramsey, we could just keep them, to be honest. Keith Gainwell was a great running back. I enjoyed him watching this season. Definitely keep him, please. You know, Jalen Warren is great, obviously. Obviously Calvin Austin III was hurt. Pat Freiermuth, I don't understand. Fucking Pat Freiermuth, man. Why does the Steelers not use him? I don't understand. There's some games we use him, some games we don't. That's just that. Chris Boswell, man. Chris Boswell missed like field goals in that last game against the Ravens, whatever. Joey Porter Jr. is probably coming back. You know, Connor Hayward probably coming back. Caleb Johnson's running back. Marquise Vandeskindling, he's a wide receiver. He's great, I guess. You know, he used to be a Packer, so that'll be interesting to see. John Sawyer, man. I love the guy. He's young. John Sawyer, man, killed it, obviously. Dude, but I just don't know if, like, I don't know if DJ Watt's coming back. You know, obviously, I feel for him. You know, he deserves to be on a team that's a championship caliber team. Maybe New England. I mean, this team can't even rebuild for shit. You know, look at New England, look at Philadelphia, look at Seattle. They rebuild and look at them. They're like dangerous now. But look, I'm happy that bum ass Mike Tomlin is gone. But the front office, the top, what's going on in your brain? Why? What the fuck is going on in that sick brain of yours, Arthur Rootney? Why take Mike McCarthy? I'm just livid. I just could not fucking believe it when I saw it that they fucking did that. Just want to lose my fucking mind when I saw that. Holy shit. 6 years, no playoff wins with under that fat lard. That's just the thing. But, you know, a lot of stuff going on during the offseason. Like I said, the Steelers don't have offensive coordinator. We gotta look. They're probably just gonna fucking promote someone in the new organization because that's what this bum ass franchise does. And that's just the thing. Arthur Rooney's a joke. Like that's just the thing. And I'm so glad I haven't been to a fucking Steelers game. Do you know why? Because this team has been irrelevant the last couple of years. This team has been crap. Mike Tomlin's a piece of shit. I'm glad he's gone. That's why I didn't want to go to a game because this team sucks. This offense couldn't do shit against Houston. But I'm happy. I'm happy that this team lost because Houston, thanks for beating us because that was the trigger that made Mike Tomlin, that piece of shit, quit. That was the trigger, Houston fans, that made Mike Tomlin quit. And I'm happy for that. Thank you. But Mike McCarthy, man, he can go. He's a fat fucking turd. This is just this fucking disgrace, man. I'm just disgusted. Disgusted. Like, that's the thing. I mean, can't win a playoff game. C.J. Stroud probably had his worst game against the Patriots. And speaking of which, I do want to talk about a little bit of the playoffs. We got New England and Seattle, obviously. Great for them. Drake May. People are saying that Drake May is the next Tom Brady. Obviously. And I think Seattle's going to destroy them. I had Seattle winning, but that's just the thing. But anyways, not gonna talk too much about this. Like I said before, I'm so glad that I didn't go to a Steelers game because they played like shit all the time, and it's just like, dude. But anyways, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Bruce Steele, and I'm hoping I can do more Steeler videos in the future. But anyways, I'm out of here. Take it easy, guys.